Hello everyone. I made this video to talk about the solution for our hypothesis testing worksheet. So for the first question, we don't need to go over the whole procedure for hypothesis testing. We just need to do the first step. We just need to figure out what is our null hypothesis, what is our alternative hypothesis. Null and alternative. For null hypothesis, we use H0. For alternative hypothesis, we use HA. And for null hypothesis, we have principle. Null hypothesis, it must have equal. So sometimes it's exactly equal, sometimes it's less than or equal, sometimes it's bigger than or equal. We must have equal, okay? And for HA, we have another principle. HA always contradictory to H sub 0. If H sub 0 is equal, HA will be not equal or less than or bigger than. If our H0 is less than or equal to, our HA will be bigger than. If our H0 is bigger than or equal to, our HA will be less than. Okay, so now if we go to the question, we can say in our question we have the keyword. We want to test to determine if the average price is more than 215. So our claim is the average. The average is mu, right? Mu bigger than 215. And for mu bigger than 215, we don't have equal. So this one will be our HA. And for our H0, that is something contradictory to this one. So we can use mu less than or equal to 215. Or you can just use mu equal to 215. Because we can say if we have HA bigger than, we have it here, and then we have it here. So for our H0, it will correspond to this one or this one. So you could choose this one or this one as your H0. And for question 2, that is a question regarding type 1, type 2 error, right? Our H0 is mu equal 28. Our HA is mu bigger than 28. For our type 1 error, the definition for type 1 error, that is H0 is true, but we reject H0, right? So the ground truth is H0 is true, but we conclude H0 is false, so we reject H0. So that is the definition for type 1 error. The definition for type 2 error, that is H0. For type 2 error, H0 is false. But we fail to reject H0. We fail to reject H0. So this is our definition. Now we can apply this definition to this problem. And for the first blank, we want to figure out if he concludes, for the first blank, if he concludes the mean age is over 28, when it is not, he conclude over 28. So that's mean he conclude HA. He concluded HA. He concluded HA, that's mean he reject H0, right? But H0 is true. So that is a type 1 error. Okay, and for the second blank, if he concludes the mean age is not over 28, that means he conclude H0. His conclusion is H0. So he think H0 is true. But what is our ground truth? When he concludes the mean is not over 28, when it is, so the ground truth is a mean over 28. So the ground truth is HA. So the ground truth is HA. HA is true, that means H0 is false. H0 is false, but he didn't reject H0. So that is type 2 error. Okay. So this is number 2. Number 3. Number 3, our H0 is mu equal 58, and our HA is mu bigger than 58. What will result if we conclude the mean is greater than 58? We conclude the mean is greater than 58, so that means we conclude this. We conclude HA. And the ground truth, the true value is 68. The true value is HA, right? Because 68 is bigger than 58. So we conclude HA. At the same time, HA is true. So this is the right decision. So make the right decision. Okay, so this is the right decision. And for number 4. For number 4, we need to go over the whole procedure for hypothesis testing. For the first step, we need to figure out what is our H0, what is our HA. And for our H0, HA, where is our claim? We want to test whether we have enough evidence to support the claim. The claim is here. Claim is isotopes which cost the same as the brand the university currently use have a mean life more than 940 hours. So the claim is the mean life, so the average life, more than 940. We don't have equal, so this will goes to H sub A. So mu bigger than 940. And for H0, that is mu less than or equal to 940. So we finish the first step. So for our second step, we can use a calculator to find the test statistics and find the p-value. Because for this question, we have S is equal 77. We have the sample standard deviation that gives us a clue. We should use t-test. We should use t-test, so press stat, and then test, and then t-test. Input the number, mu sub 0 is equal 940. And for x bar, that is a sample mean, 962. And for standard deviation, sample standard deviation, 77. And the sample size, we have 99 observations, right? We have 99 here. And for our HA is mu bigger than mu sub 0. So we calculate, we can get the T stat is equal 2.84. And for the P value is equal 0.0027. And we can say this p-value is less than our significance level. This is our significance level, right? This p-value is less than 0.01. It's less than the significance level, so for our conclusion will be we should reject H sub 0. And we can add one more sentence as our conclusion. We have enough evidence to support the claim. Right? We have enough evidence to reject H0. We reject this one. So that means we consider the mean life is more than 940 hours. The mean life more than 940 hours, that is our claim. So we reject H0 is equivalent to we have enough evidence to support the claim. So this is number 4. Number 5. Number 5, very similar to number 4. We can use the same procedure. I will write a solution here. Okay, number 5. We have the, where is our claim? in order, we can use this sentence to help us. In order to test whether the time to fill out the form has been reduced, okay, has been reduced. For previously, the average time is 67 hours. It has been reduced. That means now we have less than 67 hours. So we want to test this claim. The average time to fill the form is less than 67 hours. Right? So this one we don't have equal. So this one will be our HA. Our H0 will be mu bigger than or equal to 67 or mu equal 67. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can also use this one as your H0. This one or this one, both of them works for this question. Okay, so this is the first step. We figure out H0, HA. For the second step, we need to figure out, do we have the standard deviation for the sample or for the population? We have the standard deviation. And for this standard deviation, if we read the complete sentence, we can find out this is a standard deviation related with this sample. So this is sample standard deviation. So we have sample standard deviation equal 15 hours. So we need to use a t-test. And the same as before, we can use our calculator to help us. So press stat, and then highlight the test, and then choose t-test. Import the value for mu sub 0 equals 67. Import the value for x bar equal, what is the value for x bar? The sample mean is 66.7 and the sample standard deviation 15 hours. The sample size, a sample of 81 small business owners, so sample size is equal 81. And for mu less than 67, and then calculate. So this is the output from my calculator. T stat is equal negative 0.18, and for p value is equal 0.4288, and this number is bigger than the significance level. For this question, it doesn't give us a specific significance level. If we don't have a specific significance level on the question, we will consider the significance level is equal 0.05 as a default, right? So this number is bigger than 0.05, so we fail to reject. We don't have enough evidence to reject H0, fail to reject H0. We fail to reject H0, we fail to reject this one, so we don't have enough evidence to support this one. And this one is our claim, so we don't have enough evidence to support our claim. This is number 5. And for the last one, number 6. Number 6, where is our claim? We want to test if the mean yield for the soybeans is not equal to 107. So number 6, how about that right here? Number 6, our H0 will be the mean equal 107. Our HA will be the mean doesn't equal 107. Right? And this question, we have this symbol. Sigma square is equal 18,000. So sigma is equal square root of 18,000. Sigma is a notation for the population standard deviation. So for this question, we will use z-test. We need to report our z-stat and our p-value. Right? Our p-value. So now I will use the same procedure, press calculator, press stat, and then tests, and then choose z-test. Import mu sub 0 is equal 107. And for standard deviation is square root of 18000. And for the sample mean is equal 92. And for the sample size, then we have 20 farms, so it's 20. And for the population mean is not equal, so this is a two-tailed test, not equal 107, and then calculate. So I get the value of Z is negative 0.5, and for the p-value is equal 0.617. Okay, so for this p-value we can say it's bigger than our significance level 0.05. So our conclusion will be we fail to reject H0. So we don't have enough evidence to support the claim the mean yield for the soybeans is not equal 107. Okay, so this is the answer for this worksheet.